Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I've been now playing recently this Spaced out DLC and I had huge problems with rockets, especially landing on new planet or asteroid. And then a few other troubles what I have found out, and I was checking those other videos out there and they didn't mention anything about those problems. So let's focus now troubleshooting why we can't launch rockets, why we can't land on asteroid, and all those problems what you might have, rather than just having tutorial how to build rocket, because those tutorials there's so many out there. So let's start. Hopefully this is going to be informative and you learn something new, and this is helping you when you have some sort of problems. Once you have built this rocket, you have here this launch checklist. And all this doesn't have to be checked. Example, your rocket doesn't have to be fully fueled, your cargo doesn't have to be completely loaded, and you can still launch. You have maybe seen that people are building inside, and you might wonder how the heck you are doing that. You must have one setting and then you can do it. If we have now here that only crew can build, and we haven't choose any crew, if we now build here one tile, it says unreachable build. And now if we change all, everyone can come and go however they want. Now they can build. So that's how you can build inside your rocket, so you can make sure there's bed, food, some way to keep up alive while you are traveling between asteroids. Then other thing, if we choose crew member, let's say Lindsay, they go there once you start launch sequence. They stop doing everything and they go in a rocket. But if your rocket doesn't launch, we can change our destination to be orbit of the new planet, and Lindsay go there, but nothing happens. You get predictability notification here, Lindsay is here, but nothing happens. You might consider this is bug. Most probably it isn't. For some reason, people can go in that rocket even that they don't have permission to fly those. This is kind of silly, I would say, because nobody doesn't go there and control those rockets if you don't assign them in crew. So, and then it can be very, very confusing that there is person, but why the heck it doesn't take controls. I would rather having, if you don't have permission to control rockets, you don't go in rocket. Of course, because you can have two people there, one might have permission to control rocket, what other one doesn't have because only one pilot needed. But still, if you don't have permission to control rockets, you don't go in there. I think this would be more clear. But now, since Lindsay is now allowed, rocket is launched. And we are happy and everything goes smoothly. And now this trip takes 0.6 cycles, and I come back once we are at that orbit. And here we are. So now we are 7 seconds away from orbit, and what happens when you get there? Your rocket turns automatically back home, and destination isn't anymore on this orbit. And if we now, we can select Lindsay, but we can't deploy. We can send our cargo that goes on asteroid, but we can't deploy. And this is once again something what nobody didn't mention on videos, that pay attention where is this rocket's destination, because if it's going back home, you can deploy, and now it doesn't have any destination. It's at its destination. Now we can deploy, and we can land completely fine. And now Lindsay is landing there happily ever after, and we have person on new asteroid. I was struggling so much with this deploy moment. I was checking wiki, I was checking YouTube videos, and nobody mentioned that destination will change right after rocket is achieved at first destination. It goes back home automatically. That's also a little bit stupid, but that's one thing what you want to pay attention. I think this was all troubles what I have found, and how to fix those. Now you know how to build inside rocket. Now you know how to launch rocket, and if you can't launch, why? Remember, check priorities, and then you know how to deploy your trailblazer module on new asteroid. And if you have troubles, how to fix that. Hopefully you learned something new. If you had some issues, hopefully this short video teach you everything what you need to know. And if you learn, if you enjoyed, remember to hit the like button. And if you are not already subscriber of our channel, consider doing it and help us to reach our 1000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Stay as always, and until next time, bye bye.